Let's now look at the imperfect middle or passive. The imperfect will use the secondary set of endings, the second set of middle passive endings. And the imperfect is always a past time tense. So what will we find in front of each verb form? A temporal augment, or you could simply say an augment to show past time. Look at the first person singular. There's our augment up front, followed by the verb stem, and then the connecting vowel, and then your first person singular ending, main. Combine those together and you get eluomein, eluomein. And a passive translation would be, I was being broken, or I was broken. Remember, I'm just skipping the middle translations. You can look at those on your own. Look at the second person singular. What we have now is an epsilon augment out front, the verb stem lu, the connecting vowel epsilon, and the ending so. Well, look what's going to happen. Here we have an epsilon vowel, a sigma, and an omicron. And look at that sigma lying between these two vowels. That's called an intervocalic sigma, a sigma between two vowels. And in many places, that intervocalic sigma will elide with resulting contraction of the two vowels remaining. And that's what will happen here. If that sigma falls away, then you'll have the epsilon combining with the omicron. And if you look on page 110 in your grammar, you will see that when epsilon contracts with omicron, you get the resultant diphthong oo. So our final verb form here would be eluu, eluu. The passive voice translation would be, you were being broken, or you were broken. In the third person singular, we have an epsilon, an augment out front, plus our verb stem lu, then the connecting vowel epsilon, and the third person singular to. Putting all of that together, we get elueto, elueto, translated, he, she, or it was being broken, or he, she, or it was broken. Remember, the imperfect tense shows continuation in past time. Now the first plural, an augment out front, plus the verb stem, plus our omicron connecting vowel, and the first plural ending metha. Putting all of that together, we get eluometha, eluometha, translated, we were being broken, or we were broken. The second person plural, an augment, plus the verb stem, plus the epsilon connecting vowel, plus the second person plural ending sthe. Putting that together, we get eluesthe, meaning you were being broken, or you were broken. And the third plural, augment, verb stem, omicron connecting vowel, and our third plural ending nto, nu, tau, omicron. Putting that together, we get eluonto, eluonto, translated in the passive voice, they were being broken, or they were broken.